Matt Friedman on the 102nd episode of the Broadway Drumming 101 podcast.
My whole process in this of being involved in Broadway kind of went backwards. I started at the top and I've been working my way down ever since. Is kind of how I look at it. Playing for Jersey Boys for 8 years was incredible. I mean, what an opportunity. And I got to sub on so many shows on that because the person that I subbed for was a guy named Steven Snyder, whose nickname is affectionately Hoops. Hoops, in addition to having his own projects that would take him away from the show for a while, and I would get to jump in because I became his primary sub, was also an associate conductor. So when the conductor would go out, he would jump in and I'd be there with him. So I was kind of getting double the amount of subbing work that a typical sub would get, to the point that I actually got a band ID, which was, I still have that in my wallet. I was so honored to be given a band ID. And then I did Smokey Joe's Cafe, which was off Broadway. So again, going from first national tour to subbing on Broadway to Smokey Joe's, that actually was a terrifying experience because I had to play guitar and keys on that. Doug Derryberry, who's my regular guitarist, was the guitarist, had the chair, but I was going to sub for him on that. He worked tirelessly with me to get my guitar chops to where they could be camouflaged to sound remotely like his, enough that I could do that chair, which I got to do many times because he was involved in a project that took him away. It was really terrifying. I had to play electric and acoustic guitar and keys and an organ. Multitasking was not something I was particularly great at, but I learned. That was great. So, but again, down.
Subscribe to Broadway Drumming 101 today.